Hello, I am Abrar Hazur. I am doing PhD at Politecnico di Torino in the program of Civil and Environmental Engineering. Here I will present part of my research work on the development and implementation of a novel intelligent speed adaptation system. I will start my presentation with introduction and research problem. Further on, we will see the functionality and operation of the novel intelligent speed adaptation system called VISA, its implementations, results, and finally we will see some conclusions and potential application of the system. As it is known, during driving along road curves, a part of the road is not visible to the driver due to side obstruction, as in figure here. A part of the road is not visible to the driver, and driver can see only up to point V. So the distance from the driver point of view up to point V is called available side distance. However, if the driver is operating at higher speed and its stopping distance is more than the available side distance, this kind of conditions could be risky because a hard obstacle like the parked vehicle or a boulder or a stray animal could be present between these 2 points, or I would say between non-visible part of the road. If we plot the speed profiles along the curve, we can see here drivers could maintain higher speed with respect to the speed obtained by considering the side limitations. Such conditions are risky, and this condition could be avoided by providing a real-time assistance to the driver. To solve the problem of visibility as discussed in previous slide, a novel system is proposed in three variants called information, warning, and intervening. Basically, the system works with the help of virtual sensors to estimate the sight distance. To design the system, the two softwares are co-simulated. The one which is related to the driving simulator called Scanner Studio, and the other one is MATLAB Simulink. The data coming from the driving simulator, which are sensor data, vehicle data, and road data, are treated and further analyzed to define the visibility conditions, either safe or unsafe. So after defining the visibility conditions, the information or warnings are provided to the driver in real time. In case of information variant, the visual information is provided to the driver. However, in case of warning, the audio alerts were provided to the driver when they are driving in unsafe conditions. Further on, if we see the intervening variant which works differently, in that case the information is provided by visuals, but the system also acts on the gas pedal. So systems intervene on the vehicle and it will not allow drivers to operate higher than the speed limit, and in case the driver is operating at the higher speed, the system itself reduces the speed up to speed limit. This slides represent the functionality and operation of the visa systems. As we can see, in case of visa information part A, the visual information is provided to the driver with the help of three different color bands. So if we can see the part B, the functionality of the system is based on the visibility and the stopping distance. If the stopping distance is lower than the available side distance, so it means driver is driving in the safe condition and the green light is provided to the driver, or it is displayed on the screen. Once that difference become 20 or lower, so the driver is alerted with the yellow light that he is approaching towards the unsafe condition. Although if driver maintains that speed and goes towards the unsafe condition, so after that the yellow light is replaced with the green light. In case of visa warning variant, the functionality of the system remains the same. The only difference is the representation of the information. So the visual information was not provided in case of visa warning variant, which is replaced with the audio alert. So for the difference of 20 meter and lower, The audio alert with a low sound level was provided, but once the driver reaches towards the unsafe conditions where stopping distance is higher than the sight distance, the alert level also increases. As I mentioned before, the functionality of the intervening visa is different from other two visa variants, because in that case the speed limit is calculated, and based on this speed limit the intervening function is operated. So the system automatically controls the vehicle speed in case of unsafe condition. So if we can check in the graph B, so if the operating speed that is represented with the red dotted line is almost near to the speed limit with a difference of about 15 kilometers per hour, at that moment the gas pedal is deactivated by the system. The deactivation is due to the system tries to maintain the limit speed with the vehicle speed. But if that deactivation is not sufficient for reduction of the vehicle speed, at the second step the system also activates the brake to further reduce the vehicle speed. For the visual representation, as we see already in the case of visa information, the three colors were used, but in that case we used only two colors, that is green when the driver is driving in the safe condition and there was no intervention from the system. But once there is intervention from the system and drivers were not allowed to use the accelerator anymore, so in this case they are informed with the help of blue color. The basic idea behind this variant is that to understand how driver behaves if they are driving always in the safe condition, because the intervening functions provides the safe conditions throughout the drive. After the development of the visa system, so the next step was the implementation of the system. So for that, driving simulator study was conducted with 30 participants, and they were asked to drive 4 times on the same road circuit. The 4 times because they have to use 3 different ESA variants and also the control condition. In case of the control condition, they didn't use any kind of systems or any kind of assistant system. For the comparison or for finding the effectiveness of the system, a performance based measure was used called risk area. In that performance measure, the area is calculated when driver is driving in unsafe conditions where when his stopping distance is higher than the available sight distance. As we can see from the graph or from the estimated marginal means of the risk obtained using the repeated measures of ANOVA, it is quite significant that the drivers when they are driving under control condition without any system, they drive in very unsafe condition. Also it is quite visible from the shaded area, but this shaded area is reduced when the information is provided to the driver, so they compel with the system. But also in case of the warning, that we have seen a reduction in that area. And as we already discussed, for the intervening, they were not allowed to go towards the unsafe condition. So the all drivers drove in safe condition with respect to their visibility. For the last part of my presentation, as we already seen the results, the system is quite effective in reducing the risk area, which means we have a reduction in the objective risk of collision. And if we are talking about the number of crashes, which are expected to be lower if they are using this system. And with our subjective performance measure, the acceptance of the system and also the usability of the system was positively evaluated by the participants. And we are talking about the behavior, because we already seen in previous studies the behavior is not consistent with the sight limitations. Most of the times they misjudge the available sight distance and also the stopping distance. So with this system, the behavior will be more consistent. And for the potential applications, now the system can work alone, but it can be combined with previous advanced driving assistance systems to enhance the functionality and also it can be used for semi-autonomous or fully autonomous vehicles, and it can also used for vehicle tuning to control the spacing between the vehicles.